Hello, gorgeous. Happy New Year. Happy 2019. Woo! What an amazing year 2018 was. Intense, right? On many levels. For me, it's been an amazing, extraordinary year. One of the words that I set for 2018, well, actually my word was ease and my theme was epic abundance, and it truly has been an abundant year beyond anything I've experienced up to date. And for 2019, my word is love and my theme is divine union. And that ties in beautifully with the energy for 2019, which, as I feel into it, is all about giving voice to your divine expression. So as you see here, you see those colored bottles. They're from the Aurosoma Color Care System. I love playing with them. And 2019 being a 12-3 year, when you add up 2 plus 1 plus 9, it's 12, and the 1 plus 2 is 3. So that, from a numerology perspective, gives you the 3-year coming from 12. And the colors connected with 12 are the clear in the top and blue in the bottom, and 3 is blue in the top and green in the bottom. So I'll get into what that means a little bit more in just a second. Now, I want you to just feel for a moment, if you were at the end of 2019, what is it that you want to be celebrating? What is a quality that you really wish to embody, to experience fully in this year? Whatever that quality is, that can be your word for the year. And you can also choose a theme, whatever it is that you would like to experience more. So the word and the theme complement each other. For me, as I said, it's love and divine union. And for me, divine union is really about just giving voice to my divine expression and really allowing the masculine, feminine energies within to be fully in divine union, letting the light that I am fully express my brilliance in the world, and allowing that experience of divine union, that harmony, that full integration, that Trinity unity to be experienced in every aspect of my life. Now, one of the things is that when you declare a word or you declare a theme, and as with manifesting, whatever it is that you're wanting to create in your life, then if you're not fully experiencing that quality, or you're wishing to upgrade, so to have a deeper experience of that quality, what that will do is call forth into light, into awareness, everything which has not been that. And that is what 2019 is supporting us with. When you look at the clear and the blue bottle, the colors there, the clear is really allowing the light of consciousness to shine on, in this case, the blue, which is your center of expression, your throat chakra. And blue is also associated with peace, it's associated with authority, and thereby really allowing the light of spirit, the light of consciousness, the light of source, to illuminate, to bring into awareness where you may have been abdicating authority onto others or onto anything other than your source self, and allowing yourself to reclaim the sovereignty of the divine being that you are here, the magnificent creator being that you are here to be, so that you can express your brilliance, give voice to your divine expression. So one of the things that can stir up is the fear of what may happen if you speak your truth, if you speak from your heart. And this is, I guess, the path of mastery. We all embody the qualities in different ways, but the path of mastery for 2019 is really about allowing yourself to give yourself the space that you need to claim the time that you require, prioritizing yourself, to take time out, to be in nature, to unplug, to, maybe it could even just be having 15 minutes undisturbed, turn off your phone. Maybe you can extend that into having a day off where you just unplug from your computer, turn your computer off, turn off your phone and let yourself be out in nature to recharge. And one of the things that I've noticed over the years is we can trip ourselves up by saying, if you don't have a whole day, then, all or nothing. Well, even if you can do it, 5 minutes here or a couple of minutes there, conscious intention to what are you focusing on. When you allow yourself to be mindful of, are your words, are your thoughts, are your, the energy that you're transmitting, are you broadcasting peace or are you broadcasting chaos? The clear and the blue bottle is called Peace in the New Eon, and its message is, as I honor the peace within, I am open to the light. So it's about shining the light on nurturing faith and peace. And with all the distractions that are bombarding us, all the information that is bombarding us 24/7, it is just so important to unplug so that you can actually hear the wisdom of your heart, the wisdom of your soul through all that noise. And one of the key things too is that in order for you to receive what it is that you are wanting to manifest, your heart must be open. And looking at the colors of the blue and the green, this is the heart bottle. And it's really about, like I said, giving yourself that space to connect with your heart. So putting your hand on your heart. Maybe do that when you wake up in the morning and you set your intention that you are choosing, I'm choosing peace today. I'm choosing harmony today. I'm choosing ease. I'm choosing flow. I am choosing joy. I am choosing light. Whatever the quality is that you would like to embody, that you take that time to connect. So you set the intention for the day, and then allowing yourself to let the wisdom from your heart to be communicated, giving voice to the wisdom of your heart. When the blue and the green are blended, it becomes turquoise, and that is all about giving voice to the wisdom of your heart and about mastery of bringing that message into the world. And so letting, in joyful, fun, playful ways, right? So if you feel into what is it that you would like to create in 2019, what would you like to be celebrating at the end of this year? What are some of the qualities that you would really like to embody or maybe experience in a deeper way, more fully? Then this is your year to take time out to let yourself connect in with what has your heart been longing for? What does your heart desire to experience in the world? What has your soul been wanting you to express? And when you take the time to be with your heart, to connect in with the nature of your soul, connecting with the nature of your heart by going into nature is the best way to unplug. But there are lots of ways. So when you give yourself that gift of just unplugging and connecting in with your heart, listening to what are you wanting to share, what uplifts you, what delights you, what is a dream that you may have put on hold or maybe thought, oh, it's never going to happen. Well, what if it were? What if it could? What needs to shift there? One of the things is that when you have had experiences of having had your heart broken, experienced betrayal, abandoned, and who hasn't, then somewhere along the line you'll have put up walls. Those walls need to come down. Your heart needs to be open while you are held in the light of your soul so that you can feel safe moving through life with an open heart. Because if your heart has walls up, then you can put out the intention perhaps of what you want to what you want to manifest. But if you are not open to receiving it, or you don't allow yourself to receive all that amazingness, then it's like being parked at the edges of your reality. It's like being in a holding pattern, and it's been waiting for you to open the doors to let it in. So one of the things that you may want to gift yourself with is to take a bit of time to journal into what is it that you would love to celebrate at the end of the year? What is it that you would love to experience more of in your life? What is the one thing that your heart has been yearning for? And what would your life look like with that in your life? In order to allow that into your life, may call for changing the channel a bit. How are you talking to yourself? What kind of words are you expressing? How are you talking about your desires, about what you want to create in your life? So often we have a tendency to put out a desire for something, you put out an intention for something, and then within seconds come up with all the yeah buts. It won't happen because of this, it won't happen because of that. So unconsciously, you may have a whole lot of reasons as to why you don't want it, and thereby preventing that from coming into your life. So by taking time out to let the light of consciousness illuminate what it is that you've been wanting to give voice to, you allow yourself to be open to inspiration and allowing your inspiration to guide you every step of the way. And trusting that as you take time to connect with yourself and to allow yourself to tap into what is your heart been yearning, what is your heart been whispering to you, what are you wanting to create that would be so fun for you, that would be so fulfilling for you. And when you allow yourself to give voice to that, then allowing yourself to also receive the support that you require so that you can bring these beautiful heart's desires of yours into form and to speak to yourself in a loving way. Giving voice to your divine expression can bring up the fears of being persecuted in the past. If you are you in this world and you have amazing gifts and you are very intuitive and you're very tuned in and very creative and very soul-centered, and you watching this, of course you are, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this, then one of the things that needs to really be let go of is the grief. And it's also the clear in the upper fraction of that clear and blue bottle, allowing the uncried tears or the grief that's been held within the emotional body and the physical body and your energy field that may have been carried forward for eons, to let that be released, of the times that you chose to give voice to your to your divine nature, and you were persecuted, you were misunderstood, you were outcast, and so thereby have this fear in place that if you do speak up, then there's going to be terrible consequences. Well, by letting that go and allowing yourself to imagine for a moment that you can just let yourself be filled with the light of your soul, whatever color comes to mind for you. Letting that surround you, not just fill you, but surround you. So you're held in this beautiful bubble of light of your soul, your light. And the outer edges of that bubble are your boundaries. It's your boundary field, your shields. And giving those outer edges permission and instruction to only allow in those energies, those frequencies that resonate with your light. And everything else is denied access. Thereby, it's like bouncing off any of the judgment or the attacking energy. It just can't enter. We can only allow in those energies that really cherish and appreciate your light. And that as you allow yourself to be held in that energy of your light and opening your heart so that you can tap into what is your heart being longing to experience in this life, in particular for this year, then allowing yourself to be guided, trusting the intuition, trusting the insights as they come to you, and giving voice to what works for you and what doesn't work for you. And saying yes to what lights you up and no to what drains you. And so as you navigate your days and you're held in this beautiful bubble of your light with your heart wide open, you can tap into what your heart has been longing to experience, give voice to that, and then playfully, in joyful ways, go about creating that into the world, sending that message out into the world and allowing life to start presenting you with the people and the opportunities and being in the right places at the right time that are a vibrational match to what you are sending out from your heart, and then recognizing it when it shows up so you can let that into your life experience. And that may call for releasing the disappointments that you have experienced, and thereby set up this expectation pattern that you're going to be disappointed. Because as long as that's running, of course you're going to keep setting up experiences to be disappointed, right? So letting all of that go, and what if instead this year you're calling in the miracles, you're calling in the abundance of what lights you up, and you're giving yourself permission to be guided, to be in communities and tribes that really get you and that have your back and that support you and that see you, and that you who have these beautiful gifts that many in the world may think are really maybe woo-woo crazy, you're different from everybody else. Letting yourself get over that fear of being criticized and being judged and being rejected, and instead embracing the magnificence that you are. What is different about you is what is awesome about you. So owning that, embracing that, giving voice to that. And then when you start doing that more and more, clearly expressing what matters to you, what lights you up, what your gifts are, why you do what you do, those that you have divine appointments with to serve with your gifts and your brilliance will be able to see you, they'll be able to hear you, they'll be able to find you. And that is the invitation for this year. Exciting, right? One of the things I play with every year is to come up with a word and a theme. And 2018 for me was ease and epic abundance. And it really has been the most abundant year in so many ways. And I've experienced more ease than ever before as well. It also brought up everything which was not allowing that, right? And when you are declaring something into being, let's say that you're experiencing a bit of friction in an area of your life and you want something different. Let's say you're experiencing maybe there's a relationship that is not really as harmonious as you'd like, and you're experiencing friction with your finances, or maybe you're finding yourself in a career or even your business, where it's just not really flowing. And what that can do is can set up the inner shitty committee, with all its voices that will have you doubt yourself and shit on yourself and should on yourself and all of that. And when you allow that to be transformed and you choose to instead let all that stuff come out, you acknowledge it, you recognize the fears, the doubts that are there, you acknowledge them, and then you send them off into the divine energy laundry, let them have a good soak, and choose to breathe in peace instead, or whatever your word or theme is for the year. So, for example, for me for 2019, my word came through earlier in the year to be love, and the theme is divine union. And for me, that is all about letting everything I experience in life, everything I share, everything I express, to be a reflection of the love of the light that I am, and thereby bringing that experience of divine union into everything. So it's source, light, and I collaborating as one and expressing that in every area of my life. Calling forth partnerships, relationship that is really, really an expression of that love and divine union. So I can hardly wait to see what's going to show up, knowing that whatever it is that you're intending, you will tend to find that whatever is not that, or what has prevented that, will come up so that it can be cleared, right? So instead of, when you say, for example, let's say for you, it's also the word love, that lights you up, then all the areas where you have not allowed that will come into awareness. They need to be cleared out, decluttered, if you like, so as to make space for that, which brings us to that space of really opening your heart. And if you missed the video I recorded about the heart opening activation from the experience I had just before the solstice, I'll put the link below so you can check that out, because that is absolutely key to allowing yourself to experience everything that your soul and the universe has available for you that resonates. If your heart is shut, if you've got walls up, and you may be really good at giving, so sending out stuff, but you're not open to receiving, then it's going to burn you out. And the old way of doing things is just not cutting it anymore. It's a whole new operating system, new playing field. So giving yourself permission to feel into what does your heart desire? What have you been longing for? What is something that your heart's been yearning to experience? In order to tap into that, you must take time to be quiet. Go into stillness. Being in nature, let yourself recharge so that you can actually start hearing what your heart has been expressing. And from that space, giving voice to that and allowing yourself to trust the whispers and the wisdom of your heart, giving voice to your divine expression. And when you say bye-bye to the doubt gremlins and you choose to trust and honor the light that you are, that the light that you are knows how to get you to where you wish to be, then this is going to be an amazing year. So, how are you feeling about these colors? How are you feeling about expressing your divine brilliance in the world? And also, keep an eye open for the encore of the Abundance Reset Challenge that we did in September. If you missed the interviews and you missed the amazing interviews with the soulpreneurs, abundant soulpreneurs, you're going to love that. And I'm going to do a brand new 5 days of abundance reset activations, which are going to set the tone for this year just before the equinox. It's going to be awesome. Have an awesome day. Have an awesome year. And if you have a word or theme for the year, go ahead and share. Let me know what it is. And let me know what comes up for you when you feel into these colors and feel into this message of giving voice to your divine expression. Have an amazing day. Lots of love and many joy sprinkles. Mwah.